Hey guys, what's up? Hunter here. I wanted to talk to you about something really important today that's been on my mind because I get a lot of guys that, as I'm working with them to help them, overcome pornography, sexual compulsivity, or, heal their marriages, their relationships, they're often bringing up this belief that's really based on perfectionism that I should be better, I should know better, I should have done better, I should have done more like X, Y, or Z, I should have, right? You maybe have heard people say this, like you shouldn't should all over yourself. But I see this happen all the time. And my question to you is, why do you think you should have known better or been better? Why is that even a thought in your mind? Like, what if the opposite was actually true? What if it makes sense why you're struggling the way that you do? I mean, did anyone teach you how to regulate your emotions? Did anyone teach you how to handle having a smartphone and instant access to adult content 24/7 in your pocket? Did anyone teach you how to do this whole marriage or relationship thing and how to communicate properly with another person and how to be vulnerable, how to be truly intimate, which is the willingness to know and be known fully by another person? Did anybody teach you how to do any of this stuff? Probably not, yeah? So why should you have been better? Why should you have magically been able to do more or do less, right? Look less. Why should you have been able to perfectly be honest? Why should you have been able to do any of these things? And why are you holding yourself to such a ridiculous standard without having been taught, without having been able to practice real skills to be able to do these things? Guys, here's the truth. Abstaining from pornography, being vulnerable and open and honest in a relationship, speaking the truth, and really changing your life and quitting behaviors that are extremely pleasurable and very habit forming is very difficult, and it requires a lot of skill. So instead of shoulding all over yourself and struggling with so much perfectionism, holding yourself to a ridiculous standard that you in your current state cannot meet, let's just call it out for what it is. You don't have the capacity yet to do these things. Instead of doing that, why don't you surrender into a process? Why don't you learn some skills? Why don't you get a mentor? Somebody that can help you master these things. And then instead of being a perfectionist, why don't you just focus on practicing? Repetition is the mother of all skill. So if you're not currently where you want to be, you just need to get in the ring with some skills that are actually effective, and you need to stick with them long enough to see the fruits of your labors and build new patterns in your brain, new habits, and new belief systems in here. I say all the time, your external behaviors always realign over time with what you fundamentally believe to be true about yourself deep down. So if you believe you're a worthless sack of garbage, you believe you're never going to be good enough, well, how do you think you're going to behave over time? You're going to behave like that. Okay, so we've got to change those deep-seated beliefs, and we've got to get you some real skills to be able to handle the difficult things you're trying to change. And trust me, you stay in the ring long enough, you're going to see some meaningful change, and the same skills that you learn to overcome these things, you can literally use them in every other area of your life. It's going to completely transform your life in incredible ways that you can't even imagine right now. But that's it for today, guys. Stop holding yourself to a ridiculous standard when you don't have the skills to live that standard. Now, it doesn't mean you shouldn't strive for that standard, but you got to do the foundational work now. It's one step at a time. You're going to make mistakes. You got to accept that fact and then get back up and go again. By the way, it is absolutely gorgeous out here today. Just going for my daily hike with my Atlas pack from outdoorsmans.com. Got about 55 pounds on here today. Just going for my mile hike. All right, get up, get moving. Go do something that's going to build you up today instead of assuming that you should already magically be perfect. It's not how life works. See you guys.